And bang! What is up? Our Scooter say what I'm fans and viewers, Scott Casey Gale here. And today I'm gonna give you my recap and review of the Mayans MC season 3 finale, episode 10, entitled Chapter Last, Nothing More to Write. It was directed by Elton James, and it was yet a fantastic finale. I loved every minute of the finale, especially when we saw the triumphant return of Lincoln Potter. I predicted Lincoln Potter was going to come back in the season 3 finale, and he did. And what a way for him to come back. Okay, let's begin. Give the recap, shall we? Here we go. Okay. Okay. Episode 10 opens with Easy and Gabby in bed. Their relationship appears to gone have grown stronger overnight following Easy's declaration that he's leaving the club and going with her to Lodi. He promises says that after he ties up loose ends and he's all hers. Angel is also in bed with his girlfriend, babe, with his in bed with his girlfriend, baby mama Nails. Although she's definitely not as into his relationship as his brother is into his. Miguel's world is rocked when he scans the headline revealing Governor Sadisha Palamo was assassinated. Emily wakes up alone in bed, confused about the preceding evening's events. She notices fresh bruising under her lower lip and is out of it as she looks at herself in the bathroom mirror, mirror her shirt's on inside out, her medications in a different place than where she normally keeps it. Opening the bottle, she discovers there are a lot of fewer pills than there should be. Emily glances at the bath club club and retrieves her wine glass. She looks at the small amount of liquid good remaining and notices there's remnants of the pills clinging to the nearby empty glass. As she adds up the clues, she realizes Miguel drugged her. Marcus gives solemnly prepares for his day. Nestor greets him outside, acting on Miguel's orders to join him to ensure he kills Easy. Easy, Angel, and Gilly wait outside at an auto repair shop, and as Bishop's plan is set in motion, a woman drops off her car and secretly arms a bomb in the trunk before leaving the shop. She calls Easy to inform him it's done, but Kench wasn't inside the shop when she left. Angel complains about stakeout duty, and suddenly he has to urinate. After Gilly mentions he hopes no one has to pee, Easy hands his bro a bottle to take care of things since they're stuck in the car. Back at the Mayans clubhouse, Creeper can't figure out why Steve committed suicide. Hank doesn't want to talk about it, and uncharacteristically, he loses his patience with Cooper and storms off. Bishop and Taza can only sit at the table and wait for Easy to call in with updates. Dates. While they're waiting, Taza receives a phone call from Paulo's sister Laura, revealing Paulo had paid her a visit. She asks for a gun, fearing Paulo will return. Taza apologizes for putting her in this position and reluctantly agrees to get her a gun. Elsewhere, Adelita takes a seat opposite Anna Linares at a restaurant, shocking Potter's former assistant. Anna admits they all believed Adelita was going to be killed as soon as she was released in Mexico. She She also confesses she turned into a blower and that caused the powers was that be to exile her to a crappy post. Anna confirms they accidentally killed Adelita's baby. Anna asks to be allowed to make a call to say goodbye, and Adelita says no. Anna apologizes again for not doing more with Potter, while Potter was abusing her in custody. Did he? Did he? Adelita then asks if Anna's mother and Anna's said. Adelita asks if Anna's mother, and Anna says she is. Adelita reveals she's not going to kill Anna, but instead demands to know Potter's location. While waiting for Kanch to arrive at the auto repair shop, Gildy tries to get Easy to explain that Steve meant by not being able to put it away before he killed himself. Easy texts Gabby to meet him at the butcher shop later and doesn't really offer much in a way of to reply to Gildy. The conversation about Steve's cuts short when Kench shows up. Unfortunately, he has his young son with him, and Angels admit that they wait until the kid's gone. I ain't killing a kid today, says Angel. Easy doesn't think they can delay the attack and leaves the car to look in on the shop's window. He takes the phone that will trigger the bomb with him, and Angel chases him down. Gildy can't believe what the fucking Wade's brothers are up to. Easy approaches the shop and peers in the window. He's spotted by Kench and forced to activate the bomb. The kid's not next to the car. The kid's not next to the car as it explodes. The shop explodes, setting off car motorcycle alarms as flames burst through the windows. Angel retrieves his brother and pushes him into the back seat of the getaway car. That was an intense, explosive scene. I enjoyed that. And then Easy, Angel, and Gilly receive congratulatory hugs at the clubhouse. There were multiple casualties, and Hank says Kanch is dead. Abira explains that he's going to call a meeting thing with the other presidents and get Tucson reinstated. Easy slips out as the West weighs the glasses and toasts the one King Bishop. Angel joins them outside on the steps as Easy finally reveals he's gonna head up north with Gabby. Easy takes the blame for almost everything that's happened in Angel's life over the past couple of years. He hopes he's made everything up to both Angel and the club now, and confesses he's worried if he stays, he knows there will be more killings in the future. Nails is a second chance. I'm afraid Gabby is my only chance, says Easy. Angel says he understands, but Easy clears up any misconceptions. Easy confesses, says the club fits him too well. Killing isn't hard for him, but it should be. He even admits he would have blown the kid up if he had to. That's to me that's so unlike Easy. I don't see Easy doing something like that. This club is my family, but I only have one real brother, replies Angel. He tells Easy when they're together, everything is right. That said, he understands why Easy has to make his decision to leave. I don't think this is what would have made Mom proud of you, even if you were her favorite, admits Angel. Easy believes Angel Joe was their mom's favorite, and it saw too much in Felipe and him. He thinks Angel's got the mother's heart. Angel doesn't want anyone from the club trying to talk Easy out of his decision. So he volunteers to tell Bishop and the guys after Easy's gone. Letitia rushes up to Gildy as he's getting ready to take off on his bike. She explains she's worried about Coco since Gildy Gilly's his best friend, and she wants to help retrieve her dad from the meth mountain. Gilly refuses to become involved Coco's junkie life and suggests that he should just accept that Coco's gone. Easy's packing up in his trailer when Emily shows up out of the blue. She's agitated, upset, mentally still working her way through the previous night's events. Emily believes Miguel did something to her, but she's not positive about what happened. She stops talking about what might have gone down gone long enough to ask why Easy's packing. Easy explains he's going to leave with Gabby and Emily. Emily can't believe he would leave without saying goodbye to her. She quickly apologizes just for making it about herself. That and then confesses she feels like the girl in the book 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez he used to read to her. Easy remembers, but the story of Emily believes it's their relationship. She thinks they were supposed to have a family and grow old together. As she's talking, Easy finally gets a good look at the bruises on her neck. Emily tries to play it off, claiming it was an accident. She apologizes just for showing up and then gives him a gentle kiss on the lips. She hopes to have a family and dies of old age in Gabby's arms, acknowledging it's too late for them to be together. We missed out our shot, says Emily before leaving. Hmm. That was a pretty interesting scene. I kind of felt bad for Emily in that scene. And then Gabby arrives at Felipe's B shop before Easy, and he hands her her final paycheck. He also gives her a necklace that used to belong to his wife, and features her favorite Saint Felipe. Believes Gabby's made the right choice to leave, but then he realizes she's got a secret. Even though she's supposed to wait for Easy to break the news, Gabby Gabby can't help herself and tells Felipe Easy's leaving with her. Gabby thinks this reaction means he's upset Easy's leaving, but Felipe quickly reveals he doesn't think Gabby is making the right decision. She can't save Easy, and will be pulled into everything, will be pulled down for just for trying. Gabby doubts that's true, and Felipe responds, "I know my son, and I know what's inside of him, and I know what's inside of you. You, you're so much like his mother." Felipe says that his family is broken, like an easy is broken, and she needs to leave him behind to make a real life for herself. So he admits he's devastated if anything thing happened to her. "Please save yourself," begs Felipe. And I gotta say, Felipe was giving Gabby very good advice. Much respect, Felipe, for giving Gabby very good advice. Because I think deep inside, even she knows what would happen. Abira meets with the other charter presidents, explaining Bishop's only words. Explain that Bishop only wants peace now. Those gathered at the table appear to agree to move forward with forgiveness, with Oakland's President Diaz shaking his head yes. Before Abira can call Bishop, Diaz leaves his seat to give him back his jacket. Yet Abira turns around just as Diaz places it on his shoulders and doesn't see Kench enter the room and stand in the doorway. Diaz says, fuck your trespassers and fuck your king. He shoots Abira in the back of the head, thus killing him. Wow. I kind of expected that was going to happen. And crappy days get Miguel's crappy days get worse when he receives a call from Lincoln Potter. After after rambling monologue, Potter, who's seated on a beach catching sunways, explains Adelita's rebels was who were captured by after Paloma was assassinated are pointing the finger at the Galindo cartel. Tell. They claimed to be working for the cartel and were taking orders from Miguel. Potter happily announces they've seized all Miguel's property, and there's a murder warrant out for his arrest. He also warns federal agents will be at Miguel's door in 45 minutes. Miguel wonders why Potter is taunting him, and Potter actually doesn't have a good reason. He suggests Miguel get busy as the clock is ticking. Emily's at a restaurant with Cristobal and ignores Miguel's call. Miguel is forced to call one of his wife's bodyguards, who passes the phone to Emily. Miguel fills her in on what's happening, explaining that she needs to follow the plan and leave now. He wants her to go to the safe deposit box immediately. Emily hangs up and rushes out of the restaurant. Nesta and Marcus park outside Felipe's butcher shop and wait for Easy. Nesta speaks to Miguel by phone and admits he's not sure Marcus is up for killing a mine. He confirms he knows what to do if Miguel doesn't shoot Easy. Easy eventually pulls up outside the butcher shop. Marcus says they're gonna wait until he leaves to do the hit, since Felipe's been going through enough. Inside the shop, Easy's shocked to learn that Gabby has decided to move away without him. It takes a while for this to sink in, and ultimately he realizes her dad sent her away. Easy's upset as he leaves Felipe's shop, and calling Gabby only leads her to voicemail. Marcus is in the driver's seat, chambers a wand, and then takes off after Easy. Nesta thinks Easy's trying to ditch him, and also chambers a wand. Easy stops at a stoplight, and Nesta wants Marcus to pull up alongside him. He'll shoot once the light exchanges. Marcus doesn't react and instead just sits at the light, cars honking behind him. Marcus puts the car in park as Nesta places a gun to his head. Marcus's loyalties are to the Mayans, and while Nesta's loyalties are with Miguel. Nesta aims his Marcus aims his gun at Nesta and suggests Nesta choose between being an errand boy or his own man. I really like that scene, so I'm glad that Alvarez stuck to his loyalties and decided not to do what Miguel wants him to do. I really like that. So much respect to Marcus Alvarez for that. Easy arrives at Gabby's house and finds a piece of paper addressed to him, stuck in the screen door. He's he sits a spell, then reads its contents. When summer returns and roses will bloom. Easy leaves the note as he rides up. Tazza arrives at Laura's place and hands her the gun, warning her it's loaded. He wants her to come with him in order to keep her safe, but it's too late. Paulo has been there all day holding Laura and her son hostage. While waiting for Taz to show up, Taz has discussed the Paulo's patch over to the Mayans MC, but Paulo insists they won't be brothers for long. Paulo hints a big surprise coming to the Santa Padre and then moves Taz into the living room, where plastic sheets been laid out on the floor. When Taz declares his love for Paulo's brother David, Paulo moves in for the kill. He gets up on top of Taz and is about to shoot him when Laura shoots her brother. He looks up in shock and shoots him again, thus killing him. Laura screams at Taz to leave, blaming him for the death caused by his desire to keep his bisexuality a secret. I really liked that scene too. I thought that was a pretty good scene. I like I said, I also saw that coming. I knew she was going to do that to her brother. I knew that was gonna. Yeah, I knew she was gonna do that to Paulo, and rightfully so. And then Lois screams at Tazza to leave. And then before Tazza goes to goes, he strips Paolo's dead body of his Mayans jacket. Potter's girlfriend is cutting up meat as his young son does his homework in the kitchen at the kitchen table. She sends him off to get more avocados and wine, and he quotes Romeo and Juliet as he leaves. Potter returns home and discovers his girlfriend and son are gone. Adelita appears in the kitchen, wearing a blood-stained shirt and holding a knife behind her back. He demands to know what she did with his family, and she explains she knows what it's like to lose a child, but she also knows mercy. She'd never make a child go through what she had to live through when she was young, watch, watching a parent get butchered. Potter claims she's mistaken. Her baby is alive. He'd have no reason to kill her son. He gets out she spoke to Linares and assures Adelita that her son did not die. It would have been stupid of him to have eliminated the only leverage he has over her. Adelita appears confused. She wants to believe her baby is alive, but she's equally aware she can't trust Potter. Hmm, that was a very intense scene. But the question is Lincoln Potter telling the truth? And then Marcus and Nestor have come to a truce and watch news reports of the raid on Miguel Galindo's estate. They don't answer the phone when Miguel calls. Miguel is waiting by helicopter. They're refusing to leave until Emily and Cristobal arrive. He's certain they're almost there. Emily's bodyguard arrives with a message from Emily. He hands Miguel a few pills and her wedding ring. Emily and Cristobal are not joining Miguel as he flees the country instead. Emily heads over to her sister's place. Aaron answers the door and Emily confesses she needs her. The helicopter that lifts off with just Miguel on a board as a passenger. Hmm, that was kind of an interesting scene. Does that? I'm looking forward to season 4 to see how this where this all plays out and what's going to happen with Miguel. And now 15 minutes left going to season 3 as we finally check in on Coco. He's tied up and suspended from the ceiling as one of the series' most bizarre characters, Isaac, dances heavy metal around his body. Isaac pounds his own chest as he prepares to take Coco's life. Isaac, that was a very weird scene in my opinion. Very weird scene. And then Isaac's handshakes as he takes inspiration from the song. He appears ready to shoot Coco in the face when suddenly there's an explosion outside. Isaac leaves Coco to check on it as Gilly sneaks into the trailer and frees his friend. Coco's barely alive, but too concerned about finding hope and to want to leave. The Meth Mountain cult members try and put them on fire as just another trailer explodes. Isaac realizes he's been lured outside so that Coco can escape. Coco calls out to Hope in a trailer, but she's not there. They step outside and Isaac's butterfly and the rest of the gang assemble in front of him. Gilly's ready to fire his high-powered weapon if they make a move. Warning Crystal Meth Jesus warning Crystal Meth Jesus says he'll he'll kill him if he doesn't back off. Coco wants Hope to go with them, and Isaac teases it's her choice. She whispers to Coco that they'll never let her leave and returns to Isaac's side. Coco and Gilly they start to walk away as Isaac says he loves Hope and is going to hate watching her burn. Coco then runs back as Isaac's speeding off again, and Coco shoots him along with another one of his followers. All hells break loose when Butterfly yells at people to stop declaring it when it's over. Coco grabs Hope and leaves. No one attempts to stop them. Butterfly cradles Isaac as he gasps out his his last bloody breaths. That was another intense scene. It was another very weird scene, but I'm glad that they're getting away from that storyline because it's a Coco storyline this season was just very, very weird. So I'm glad they're moving away from that story. And when season 4 comes around next year, hopefully Coco's back to his old self. And hopefully Coco gets the help he needs. Tazza returns to the clubhouse and has a one-on-one with Bishop. Before he opens, he hands Bishop his gun and warns that he may not want to use on him. He confesses everything he's done, including murdering Wiz, and says Paulo set something big in motion. After leaving Gabby's place, Easy shows up at the clubhouse and Angel pulls him in for a brotherly hug. Easy's the one to break the embrace. This is who I am. This is where I belong, says Easy. Felipe visits the places the border, places his hand through an opening in the wall, and releases his wife's ashes. He believes it's time for her to go home. Bishop can't believe Tazza killed their brother. There was to cover up that he was in love with a man. Tazza says he's not ashamed of being in love or anything else he's done. He's sorry. He's sorry we so many got hurt and confesses he's worried it's not over yet. Bishop picks up the gun as Tazza says, I love you, brother. Tazza closes his eyes and adds, do what you have to do. The scene cuts to Easy. She's sitting on the step outside the clubhouse. A gunshot from inside makes the jump, but he doesn't have time to consider its source before Molotov cocktails are launched from outside the fence. Easy, Easy rises and watches as something big outside crashes into his gate. The camera pans in and pans at, up over the gate to reveal dozens of Mayans ready to fight. A vehicle is whamming the gate as the Mayans from a sort of charter scream prepare to attack. As the episode ends, and I would rate the season finale 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, and a triple plus. So next season 4 looks like it's going to be even bigger than season 3 was, and more war is coming. More chaos is going to happen in season 4. It's going to be Mayans versus Mayans versus Mayans. And I also think it's somehow the Sons of Anarchy Motorcycle Club are going to get involved in season 4. So yeah, I really like this season. I really like the season finale. I liked Paulo getting killed. He deserved that. And I wonder what's going to happen with with Lincoln Potter next season because Lincoln Potter finally, after a 9 episode absence, made his return, and it was pretty interesting and funny to see Lincoln Potter laying on a beach on a cell phone because there were rumors going around during the season. There was a scene where Lincoln Potter was spotted laid out on a beach talking on a cell phone, and that's what they were referring to. So like I said, like what I was talking about earlier, is Lincoln Potter telling Adelita the truth? Is her baby son really alive? I think Lincoln Potter is telling the truth, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that always gonna play out in Mayans MC season 4 because I know that Lincoln Potter is definitely going to be back for season 4. But the question is is Lu, is Louisa, formerly known as Adelita, going to tell Angel that their son is alive and that she confronted Lincoln Potter? What's going to happen in season 4? Anyway, comment down below in the comment section. Tell me what you thought of season 4, what you liked about season 4, and what do you think is going to happen with Adelita and Lincoln Potter. But yeah, I like seeing a different side of Lincoln Potter. Also, speaking of Lincoln Potter, I like that we got to see a different side of Lincoln Potter, but that he has that he has a girlfriend, he has a possibly his son. But the question is that Lincoln Potter's son, or is that Angel and Adelita's son? So much questions to be answered for season 4 next year. Anyway, you stay classy, live long and prosper, and peace out.